Welcome. I am Cry Queen, and if you are joining us for the first time, this is the channel where we are having fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. This is where we actualize self-love for self-nourishment, um, awareness, self acceptance, self love. I call it self love because it's just to really be mindful that we are replenished. We are replenished enough that we can just shower others with love, that we can just give and learn how to receive too. Of course, that is so important because it's not a question of just saying that we are giving and we are also receiving. We are receiving the acknowledgement of our gifts when we give. Oh, 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 oh. I love this. I just love this. And yes, so then when we give, we are giving with joy. We are giving from our hearts and all of our beings. And of course, when we give from the heart, we are also synchronizing with Mother Earth because Mother Earth, in fact, Earth is synonymous with the heart. When we do the numerical value for the word earth, it equals 7. And also, when we do the numerical value for the word heart, it equals 7. Now, not only that they equal the same numerical value, the spelling is really that EARTH and HTAH. EART for heart. Okay, so I just got a little bit more or less distracted because I heard the door opened. Okay, so basically, heart and earth is really synonymous with each other. So we are the heart of the earth, or the earth is really a heart um, of the earth or the universe or whatever it is, but it really is in synchronicity or synchronizes with all makeup. So we are many, as we have learned. We are little mini universe. We are dots of, I know we are dots. We are 13. We are incubators of vibration. That's it. Incubators of vibration. I need to remember that. I love that because it just sits so well with the scripture verse, I am that I am. Because I am that I am. We are dots. The that in that scripture verse to replace in that is really dots. I am dots. I am. We could say that. So there's where I got that revelation. We are dots. So in vibration, because dots is 13, there I am going about this 13 again. 13 is B, 13 is the beehive, 13 is the business, 13 is the business, 13 is the breast, 13 is the buttocks, 13 is the upper and bottom lip, 13 is the nostrils, 13 is the eyes, 13 is the two of anything coming together, 13 is the incubator. Okay, so, and it's also number 2. Now, I know we have the K and the T on the same vibration, but I have not been able to make that observation as I did with K and T. And I'm sure that will come about. It will come about. Indeed, I know it will. Now, however, I have seen with the T, when we say we do something to a T, that is the nail, according to the is it Japanese or Chinese proverb that says something to the effect that the nail that sticks out is the one that gets hammered down. So that's the T. And the vibration for the 13 is more or less the same. As I say, it's that incubation that it holds, it is set, it holds that shape of the number 8. Now, in essence, this is the thing. Now, I just got something. God created the heavens and the earth. The earth. He created the heaven. It wasn't heavens. He created heaven and earth. And later on, we hear about heavens because then he did some other things about the separation of the firmament and firmament. He goes on. In fact, he goes on, okay, creating things because we are co-creators. And so, as long as we are in existence, we are creating heavens as well. We are in that formation of creating because he created us in his image and likeness. And so we have taken on his DNA, you could say, and we are doing accordingly. So we are gods, goddesses creating, and so now they are heavens. But when we are talking about the initial story of creation in Genesis of chapter 1, God created the heaven and the earth. So then I have just seen it. This is really interesting. So heaven is 1, which equals 28. Heaven, the word heaven equals 28. 2 plus 8 is 1, is 10, really. 2 plus, my brain goes very fast. So 2 plus 8 is 10. That is heaven. Oh, this is so delicious. And earth is 7. So there's the thing. So God created heaven. God created. It's as though that God created will seem uh like his surname, like a title. God created. God created. It's like saying crime a queen. So God created, and it says heaven. Okay, God created heaven. Let's see that. So that equals 10 is 1. God created heaven. Heaven is that which is actually 10. Not God. It's heaven. Okay, that's 10. So 10 is actually 1. And then we have, and they said, and earth, and the earth. Okay, and God created the heaven and the earth. Okay, let's not over complicate things or not complicate. We are not complicating anything. And earth is 7. So we see where the 1 in the name God comes into play and how the 7 of 7 days of creation, which equals earth, the dry earth, what God called earth, the dry land. Land. That's another thing. Land equals 13. That's what God called earth. Yes. So earth, okay, EARTH. My pen's gone dry. Come on, pen. Okay. Let's try this one. So hey, EARTH, of course, because God separated the waters from the waters and he called the dry land. Land, Land. Land is 13. That's why, oh, this is so delicious. We are taught when you learn the English language, you do not start or begin a sentence with the word and. You do not. It's improper. Nowadays we do. Because I suppose, you know, some things, that's what the rules are meant to be broken to some extent so we can evolve. Hence we break from the 8 to get to the 9. Okay, so let's look at this. 3, 1, 5, 4. So this is 10 and 3, 13. I have talked about 13. 13 is actually number 2. 13 is the incubation or the incubator, that which holds the shape of, to hold the bacteria or particles or atoms, whatever it is that we are, and it holds that shape, that vibration. That's where we germinate. That's where we come out of that 13 and we are 5. We are 5 when we come out of 13. Now, I have done numerous presentations because your head, your 2 arms, your 2 legs, those 5 points are there. And I have done those, the formula or the presentations to show how we come from 13. And of course, we can perhaps do the 13 forms a B. The bond comes there. Let's just do the word bond just to see what that would give. I might have done it before, but a bond happens there, agreement happens there, harmony happens there. So 6, 5, 2. So there we are. This is 8 and 9. That would be 7, 8 and 8, 16 and 1, 17. So there we see. That's what God is, a bond. Yes. 17. That equals God. When we do the numerical value for God, directly God. This is 7, 6, 4. This is 10 and 7. That's 17. That's 1 plus 7 is 8. That's what I've been talking about, that word set. In the 17th verse of the first chapter, and God is set. So there are 3 words or 3 elements right there in that 17th verse, denoting 1 to be heaven and the 7 denoting earth. When we do the numerical value for the word earth, which is what we wanted to do in the first place, hair, which is 5, and I like the way it begins with the 5 hair, because it's like Mother Eve is present right there. You can't, it's like her face is on the earth no matter where you turn. And there, 1, 9, 2, 8. Okay, there we go again. This is 10, 20, and 5. 25, 2 plus 5 is 7. Whether it was the heart or whether it was the earth. Now, here's the other thing again. Now, I used to think that the 7 was like the masculine thing because we have been taught to relate to God here as masculine, the phallic, the skyscrapers, whatever it is that we have been taught. Okay, so again, this is to remind us that there are the polarities, or not the polarities. We have um, both hormones in our makeup. We are both male and female chromosomes. Okay, so there we are talking about 13. So we see, and this is the thing, God separated the waters from the waters, and the dry land, he called it the dry land. So this is 13. It was dry. So let's just see something. The word dry. I'm just going on like that. 7, 9, 7, 9, 4. Okay. So this is 16 and 4 would be 20. 20. Yes. That would be 20. So that's 2. So can you see what I am saying? So there's the thing. Let's bring Emmett Fox into the equation again. Nothing can come into your consciousness unless it finds something like itself on which to attach itself to. Everything God did, he saw it was good. It was cut because was means that it has to have had a past or present. Past and present is in the equation, but it actually meant the division as well. So, in his division of whatever he did, he saw it was good. Good equals 5. 5 is on our scale where we are at. Good, good, good is right here. The new, where Christ came to die for sinners so they can find a new life, newness, new understanding, um new joy, new love, new life, and they go up to the bridge to actualize themselves for love. Okay, let's not get too carried away here. But this is just so delicious and so exciting. I hope you are getting the gist of what is being transpired here. Of course. Yeah. So here we are talking about the dry land that so God separated the earth, the dry land, the dry number 2, he called it earth. So there we see 13, the land, the dry land. 2 2 corresponds with 13 because when we use our template, the sacrifice template, which I'll show you in a minute again, it comes to 13. We have 13. The 13 here forms the bee. It is 4. It's actually 4, but it's the beehive, it is the bond, it is the breast, it is the bee. Okay, we have done this, but it also means that, and we can see how 7 can also fit there. You know, this is the thing. Now, the word, before I go on about going through that formula here, that math here, we also know that the word mother equals 7 as well. So we can see here we've got here, because there is the thing that we have been, I had, I had been seeing the 7 as masculine. I had been seeing the 7 as more relating to the male. But there's the thing that we see with the word mother, mother, here, mother, which is 95826 4. Let's do this, which is quite similar to the numbers are quite close. Okay, 10, 20, 34. This is 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. Now, this is mother. Now, I do know that father is 31, which means it comes a bit like daughters. Oh, I think, and it's here. I'm just thinking about the term, or the father's, or your father's daughter. Something the phrase have just slipped me a bit. You know, it's like how the relationship on the father with the father daughter, and of course we can see the relationship the son and the mother. Okay, I am not going to drift too much here because that goes into another realm. So the dry earth. This is the thing. So we know heaven is one, earth, mother, or heart is, oh, well, we all have hearts, which is very good to really put things in perspective here. Male, female is 7. because we are the heart. We have heart. We all have that same and we vibration here. So that's it. So to say 7, we see how 7 becomes earth, which is that part of the numerical value of God, and heaven, which is 1, how it comes to 17. So basically, would it be fair to say that heaven and earth is God? No one sees it like that. Heaven and earth is God. God is heaven and earth. Is. Not created. Well, it does say created, but created is that which you are. You create what you are, so you equals what you are. It's only that you are an expression of yourself. So heaven and earth is an expression of God. That means we are God, we are set. We are set in that incubation that we have been as such. So we are, in essence, that daughters and sons in that number 13. We are heaven and earth. Okay, now let's see how we can see that 13 is also where 7 also fits in. So there we are with so we have seen that the bee hair, oh, my red pen, the bee hair is the beehive, which has in itself, that bee, for instance, that bee consists of should we say it? I haven't seen the J in the bee hair. Let's see. Let's just look at that. J. Okay. Unless we had a stylish bee, but um, but we can see, this is what I'm saying here. If we draw a line, let's look at it. I'll use something else. Okay. Okay. So B, in essence, let's look at the black. So we have B. We are looking at how B is that beehive, the incubator. So it is 13. When we add 1 plus 3, we get 4. If we put 1 very close to the 3, it forms B. That's how we've got that B. Now the beehive, of course, if we have an L here, we can have an L here, which is 3. 3 plus 3 would be 6, because we are looking at the numerical value. 3 plus 3 is 6. We could also have 1 here, and that on here, it's invisible because it's energy we are talking about. We are talking about the vibration. So that would be 7. So basically, we are saying 1 plus L, which is 3, plus 3 equals 7. So the L is 3. 1 plus 3 plus 3 equals 7. So here we have mother right here, the breast right here, the buttocks right here, the nose, the mouth right here. Everything's right here. The 13 is right here. So that's what we see is happening right here. The other thing we can do as well to see how condensed and concentrated the energy that can go into that incubation of number 13 is that we can also have an E, which is 5. So this would be plus 5. Then we could also have F on here, capital F. That would be plus 6. We can also have the D or 2 Ds, depending on size. If we wanted to do that, that would be 8, 2 Ds plus 8. And I'm sure there are other letters we could do with this. Let's one moment. 9 or a P. We could go if we wanted to look at the letters, for instance, if we were a P, so we could have P, that would be 7. So we can see from this how condensed or concentrated our incubator could be with to um, really germinate that which we become. But number five, number five. And of course, this in itself would show because whenever we get to number 9, this is as far as we go, we become 10. So this is what we are saying, that the whole cycle goes round again. Okay, now I would like to be able to expand on number verse 4, so we can see how for the symbolic essence of 4, the makeup in this particular template, how we get to this developmental stage here, how 3, of course we have seen 3 is the light, the we have seen how the two great lights, when God said let there be light, so we know, we have seen how light, that's what creativity is about. It throws light on things. There we talk about the number 3 being divisible by 9, and so we can see how the sun, it's about light on everything here, whereas the daughters is opposite, which is really the number 13, which is the mother. That's where the mother is really going through her impregnation. That's where the child is being formed. In essence, it's in number 13. So do join me again when we explore Genesis of chapter 1. Let's look at verse 4 or 5, and or both, and see what light the sun has shone on there, or what the daughters or mothers have been birthing. Do join me again. Thank you for watching. If you like this presentation, click the like button and share, because this is how we do it. We share to actualizing self-full love. Stay blessed, stay bright, be a field, be ignited, because we are planting new seeds, and spill over with love. Namaste.